All stories alleged. For gossip and entertainment only. Let's get started.
Hello, gossiper Sharona here. So I'm coming on because I just found out that Lester Holt will be leaving NBC Nightly News after 10 years. And I'm in shock. I don't listen to regular TV anymore, any basic TV when it comes to news. I always listen to Lester Holt in the morning, him and Tom Yamas. Those are the two people I listen to get my news. So to hear that he's leaving the nightly news show, something that I watch every morning, especially when I go into the office, I'll watch Lester and Tom just to get what's going on because I think they're both fair journalists for me to listen to and can somewhat believe in what they're saying if you get what I'm saying. So, it's a shock to see that he is stepping down. The reason we're not quite sure, he's not retiring. He's still going to be working, but to step down from his post right here after 10 years of the NBC nightly news is a surprise. Also, Joy Reid, she was fired from MSNBC, I think it is, and everyone is saying that it's Donald Trump. Not for Lester, but for Joy. Now, I've never listened to Joy Reid. As I said, the only person is Lester and Tom. Even my local news, I don't really listen to them. I have the channel because I have basic cable. Because, I had the whole shebang, but then once, the internet and YouTube and all these streaming services started coming on, I was like, no, I don't need to be paying, so I did cut back on extended cable. So I only have basic. And I kept the basic because I wanted to know about local news, okay? I'm admitting that even though I don't watch it, that's why I kept the basic cable is to know what's going on locally in my state or county. But now with Lester being gone, it's like, what else am I going to listen to get the news where I think it's reputable, where I think the truth is being told, if you get what I'm saying? So the only other person left now is Tom. And right now, they're not saying who a replacement is for Lester. For Joy, I've never listened to her, but people are saying it's because she's a woman, because she's black, and because she tackles subjects that rub feathers, like with Donald Trump. She says it like she means it. She tell it like it is, and it looks like Donald Trump allegedly might be behind her firing. So we're gonna do a quick read right here, and it says on February 24th, Lester Holt announced he is leaving nightly news the same day MSNBC ousted Joy Reid as well as three other anchors. And the three other anchors that they got rid of is, I think, people of color. And they are, what's her name? Hold on. Hyman Malidin. See, I'm messing people's name up. And then you have Katie Pong and Jonathan Capehart. So those were three other people that left. And for other networks, you had other hosts that were stepping down. Like, for instance, you have Neil Cafuto, I think it is. He's a longtime critic of Donald Trump, and he stepped away from his show that he was running for 28 years. After 28 years, critic of Donald Trump left his show. Jim Acosta revealed that he was leaving CNN after 18 years due to a disagreement. So it goes to show you that longevity, and your hard work, sometimes, you can't look at it as I've been here for so long, so they won't get rid of me. I'm doing my job. No, people don't care. And then and NBC News, Chuck Todd shared that he was exiting the network after a year and a half, and he was replaced by Meet the Press. Now, for people like Lestor and especially Joy, they're saying that there is a market out there for her. Apparently, she broke down in tears, crying because she was shocked, she was angry, all the emotions you feel when, I would like to think, you get fired from something that you love doing. But she needs to realize, take a page from Don Lemon. Remember, he was on CNN. It was him and Chris Cuomo. It was Cuomo and then led into Don Lemon. And then they got rid of him. But now he's on YouTube. And the thing about these shows is you've already established an audience. So where you go, majority of them will come with you. So for Joy Reid, especially, go to YouTube. But I also heard that she has a podcast with another broadcaster with the name Reid. So I don't know if it's Reid on top of Reid or something to that effect. But for her, she could do a Don Lemon and make your own podcast, make your own YouTube channel. Because if you notice, everyone is running to YouTube. Everyone is running to these social media platforms. And when you do, even though with YouTube, it is kind of confusing. Because with YouTube, they're saying there's stuff you can't say or word or things like that. But if it's freedom of speech, because I've seen YouTube channel where people cuss people out, they say all the dirty words that apparently you're not supposed to say nowadays. I'm not sure. So people like Joy, she can go on YouTube and speak freely. Hopefully Trump does not have his hands on the YouTube CEO, whomever is in charge of YouTube, their neck. But yeah, she can do that because it shows that it works. Don Lemon is a perfect example showing that it does work. Also with Chris Cuomo, when he was fired from CNN, now he's on a new streaming platform. It's called News Nation. So not only is he on News Nation, but he has his podcast. And not only does he has his podcast, but he also has his YouTube channel. So yes, for Joy Reid, some people were saying you can't let them see you cry. You can't let them see you affected by their decision because longevity. Yes, with Lestor, it's a shock right now. We don't know where exactly he's going, but let's see if we have a statement right here. Okay, so he says after 10 years, 17 if you include my years on the weekends, the time has come for me to step away from my role as anchor of nightly news. It has truly been the honor of a lifetime to work with each of you every day, keeping journalism as our true north and our viewers as at the center of whatever we want. I'm exiting to report I will be continuing as an anchor of Dateline NBC, but for the first time in a full-time capacity, whereby I will be expanding my footprint on the broadcast and crafting Dateline hours on subjects I care deeply about. So a replacement for Holt has not yet been announced. So he's going to stay on Dateline. He's going to be playing more of a role developing his, the Dateline series. But yes, it's sad to see him go. Like I said, Lestor and Tom Yamas, they're the ones I listen to, I go to for news. And to see all of this is going down, and the person's name behind everything is Donald Trump. And to be honest with you, I don't get it. What does Donald Trump have over America? I am still confused how this man can just come into office and wipe everything away. I don't get it. And I hear people saying, oh, Donald Trump wants to make America white again. It was never white to begin with. The Native Americans. And where are they? We don't hear anyone. You know what? Yeah, that's it. So, how can you make a country white again when you weren't the first people on the country, in the country? Oy, oy, oy. It's sad. As I said, to see racism playing out in your face, it's hard. And for some people, they like it. They love being racist. They want people to know they're racist. They want people to know that, you feel you're better than them. And, you have people who live in that pleasure, like Donald Trump and everybody else. And I was the one of those people back in the day, not knowing much about Trump. I would look and say, okay, Donald Trump, whatever. He was seen with a lot of people of color. I did not know of this Donald until he ran and became president. And of course, I wouldn't know anything with Donald because, I'm not in his yeah, yeah, people like those I don't follow. So you don't see someone's true color until they're in front of the spotlight, which is Donald Trump. So when he ran for president in 2016, that's when we started learning more about Donald Trump in that sense. But other than that, gossipers, what are your thoughts on this? Lestor Holt, Joy Reid, and then I'm gonna put the pictures of the other anchors who left MSNBC, and you could see that there are people of color. Now, Andrea Mitchell, I'm not quite sure if she's Jewish, but yes, I'll show you the picture. So it's a real shakeup, and the sad thing is that network TV, they're not pulling in the viewers the way they used to. Everything now is social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Those are the networks or the platforms, I should say, that's taking over. But yes, this is sad. And then with Joy Reid, I heard someone say that people were saying good riddance of the monkey lip lady, or just bringing just extreme racism to a situation. You might not like the person or what they stand for, which I'm told she spoke up for people like, in the Gaza Strip with innocent people, and especially kids, and she stood on that it was wrong and everything to that effect. It's just so sad. And I heard someone say people, they aren't running to America, they're running to get away from America because of how America is now turning. And if that's the case, it's sad. This is a melting pot of a country, especially when you go to places like Miami, New York, Los Angeles. It's just Georgia. It's sad. It is sad that this is what America, a country where people would want to run to for freedom, for building life, everything like that, building wealth, is now basically look like it's going down. So, yes, gossipers, again, what are your thoughts? And as always, please like, share, subscribe. Let's grow our little channel. Tell me your thoughts on all these news anchor stepping down, stepping away, and we'll go from there. Thank you, gossipers.